My stepsister stole my husband. My parents helped her take everything from me. And years later they asked me to save them. I'm writing this here because I don't know where else to put it, and I need to get it out of my system. I've been a long-time lurker, first-time poster. I'm Loren. My biological mom died when I was 9. 2 years later, my dad married Diane, who already had a daughter, Megan. From the outside, it looked like a normal blended family. From the inside, it was very clear who mattered. Megan was the golden child. She always had been. Everything revolved around her emotions, her needs, her future. If she messed up, there was always an excuse. If I did, it was a character flaw. My stepmom openly favored her, and my dad chose silence every single time. He thought staying neutral meant keeping the peace. What it actually meant was abandoning me. Growing up like that messes with you. By the time I met my ex-husband, Ethan, I was desperate to be chosen. Ethan felt safe. He listened to me. He defended me at first. When we got married, I genuinely believed I had finally built a family of my own. That didn't last. Megan latched onto Ethan almost immediately. She needed help with everything: her car, her resume, her job searches, her feelings. My stepmom encouraged it and called it family bonding. Whenever I said it made me uncomfortable, I was told I was insecure and jealous. Over time, Ethan started repeating the same things my parents said about me: that I was cold, that I didn't understand family, that Megan was just sensitive. What I didn't know was that Ethan and Megan had started an emotional affair that later became physical. Late-night conversations, private jokes, complaining about me together. My stepmom knew. My dad suspected. No one warned me. During our marriage, Ethan convinced me to combine finances and restructure some assets for our future. My parents strongly supported this. My dad even witnessed paperwork without reading it. I trusted all of them. Then I miscarried. After that, Ethan pulled away completely. Megan somehow became his main source of comfort. My stepmom told me not to be negative. My dad told me to try harder. A few months later, Ethan asked for a separation. The divorce destroyed me. Assets I thought were protected weren't. Accounts were drained. Ownership of things I paid into had quietly changed. I was grieving, exhausted, and completely blindsided. I didn't even understand how bad it was until later. I found out the truth by accident. Megan posted a photo she forgot to hide. She was wearing my wedding ring, and Ethan's arm was around her waist. The timestamp showed it was taken while we were still married. When I confronted my parents, my stepmom defended Megan and said love happens. She said Megan never meant to hurt me. My dad wouldn't even look at me. He just said, "What's done is done." That was the moment I realized I didn't have a family. I cut contact with all of them and left the city with 2 suitcases. I started over from scratch. Therapy, long work hours, and slowly learning how to trust my own judgment again. A couple of years later, I met Caleb at work. He wasn't my boss, and there was no power imbalance. We became friends first. I told him about my past early on, and he never pushed me for anything. He respected my boundaries, especially around money and commitment. As my personal life stabilized, my career took off. Without constant emotional chaos, I was able to focus. I took on bigger projects, got promoted twice, and eventually moved into a leadership role. I bought my own place completely in my name. Caleb and I dated for several years before getting engaged. We talked through everything: finances, expectations, boundaries. We got married with a prenup and full transparency. For the first time in my life, love felt calm and safe. Meanwhile, things completely fell apart for everyone I left behind. Ethan cheated on Megan multiple times. He drained shared accounts, left debt in her name, and disappeared during what he claimed was a work trip. When Megan tried to take legal action, it came out that Ethan had been involved in financial fraud for years. His licenses were revoked, lawsuits followed, and his career collapsed. My parents emptied their retirement savings trying to help Megan. It still wasn't enough. My stepmom turned bitter and angry. Megan stopped being the golden child once she became a financial burden. My dad's health declined. Then they reached out to me. My dad called me crying and said the house I grew up in was going into foreclosure. He apologized for not protecting me and said family should stick together now. My stepmom emailed me separately, reminding me of everything they'd done for me. They asked if I could help financially. I said no. I wasn't cruel or dramatic. I reminded them how they chose Megan, how they supported Ethan, how they watched me lose everything and told me to accept it. I told them my money was tied to a life they never protected, and that consequences don't disappear just because they finally feel uncomfortable. The house was foreclosed. They moved into a small rental. Megan struggled on her own. Ethan faded completely out of everyone's lives. I didn't feel joy watching any of this happen. I mostly felt relief. I have a life now where I'm chosen, respected, and safe. Writing this out helped me realize that leaving wasn't selfish. It was survival. Edit/update. I didn't expect this many responses. Thank you to everyone who shared their experiences and validated what I went through. To answer some common questions. No, I don't plan to reconnect with my parents or stepsister. I've learned that apologies without accountability don't mean anything. I'm not interested in being the backup plan now that I'm doing well. For those asking how I'm doing now, I'm genuinely happy. I have a supportive husband, a career I worked hard for, and peace I never had growing up. I won't be posting further updates, but I wanted to add this to close the loop. Thank you for listening.